Hello, welcome back to Miss Liz IBG. Today's video is definitely going to help you increase your fluency, especially if you're about to take your B1 exam. If you have ever thought something like this, I'm not good at English, I only finished secondary school, I don't have a university degree, or I think I will fail in the B1, then this video is for you. Since December 2025, I've met many Hong Kongers on Zoom to help them prepare for the B1 without asking for anything in return. And I've noticed one very clear pattern. People who failed are those who very often failed even before the exam begins. Not because the English is the worst, not because they're stupid, but because they believe they will fail. Once that mindset stays in your head, your actions will follow. You won't practice seriously, you won't push yourself, you won't improve, because deep down you already think, what's the point? I will probably fail anyway. Please don't do that. That's why I'm here, not only to encourage you, but also to help. I'm going to share 3 super useful, very practical, big tips, especially if you are very lack of confidence, you have very limited English, or you feel nervous even opening your mouth. These tips will definitely help you sound more fluent, also increasing your chance of passing B1 if you use them every single day. Tip number 1, limit your pauses and increase your fluency. Many ESL learners do this when talking. I think, I understand you're nervous, or you're just thinking, or you're afraid of making mistakes. But when you're talking, you want to increase your fluency, or even in your B1 exam, too many long pauses make people or the examiner feel that you can't communicate smoothly. So I want you to do this today. Alright, take a look at the screen right now. Answers all these questions verbally. Remember, you cannot write the answers down, then read out loud. It won't help with this practice, okay? Then record your answers as audio. You can use free apps such as Voice Recorder. Finally, listen back to your recording. Now I'll put these questions in the video description below. Count how many times you say like that. At the beginning, you will realize, wow, I actually said a lot. That's completely normal. But once you're aware and you practice every day, you will naturally pause less, and your pauses will become shorter and calmer. Fluency is not about talking fast, it's about cutting down freezing and pausing. Remember, apply what you have learned in your daily life. Don't just do it for a few days. Consistency is the key. Okay? Tip number 2, using cohesive words. Now this part is quite important because these words actually help your sentences connect. They make your English sound more organized, even if your grammar is not perfect. Below are just a few examples for each function. If you want more, you can search online later. Just type cohesive words. To add information in the sentence, instead of using and, also all the time, you can use moreover, besides. Example, I work full-time in the morning. Moreover, I study English at night. I take care of my children. Besides, I do a part-time job. To show contrast, instead of using but all the time, you can use yet, however, although. Example, I feel nervous, yet I still try my best. I want to speak more, however, I'm afraid of making mistakes. Although my English is limited, I don't give up. Examiner loves contrast. It shows thinking. To show cause or result, instead of saying because all the time, you can use therefore as the result. Now you can see these examples here. To give examples, instead of saying for example all the time, you can use such as or for instance. Example, I enjoy relaxing activities such as walking and listening to some music. I like Japanese food, for instance, sushi and sashimi. Just like that. Alright, to conclude, you can use overall, to summarize, or in conclusion. Examples, overall, I enjoy living in the UK. In conclusion, I believe practice is very important. To summarize, I think being positive is the key to success. Even one of these words can make your answer more advanced. Tip number 3, using wider vocabulary. Now I know many of you like to say very good for basically everything. I have a very good family. I live in a very good house. I have a very good job. I have a very good daughter and son. My wife's cooking is very good. There's nothing wrong with that, but if you keep repeating the same words, your English will sound limited. Instead, you can say, I have a loving family. I live in a nice house. I have a stable job. I have an amazing daughter and a wonderful son. My wife's cooking is incredible. You see, these words are not difficult at all, but they already show the examiner or other people that you can use different vocabulary clearly. And that is exactly what the B1 exam wants. Recently, I have received a comment from a viewer who had shared a very positive personal story in her English learning journey. In her comment, she had mentioned that she isn't a young learner at all, who had completed secondary school education and has lived in the UK for a few years. Yet, she has shown her determination to improve English by learning and practicing every single day. And she just got her B1 results back with distinction. So you see, this is a very positive story to share. Thank you, Judy. Let me say this clearly. It's not that you can't pass. It's that you don't believe in yourself yet. So your actions don't follow through. You see, English is a skill, and skills can be trained. If you're watching this video, it means you actually care. Another very important thing I want to say here, for those of you who have a partner whose confidence is very low, please encourage him or her more, alright? Remember, you two only have each other here in the UK. You are each other's support system. Just like me and my husband, we always support each other. So make it work. Be there for each other. The power of encouragement is greater than you think. Okay, last but not least, if you're watching my video for the first time and you happen to live in or around Milton Keynes, you are more than welcome to join our February Milton Keynes coffee gathering. You know, just real people, real English, real support. If you want to join, just send me an email here. Thank you for watching. Remember, believe in yourself a little more each day. Keep practicing every single day. Bye for now.